I am doing a lot of layering on these sheets of paper, and I'm using a 6x6 gel plate with acrylic paints. The brand doesn't matter. I usually mix and match my brands of acrylic paints. If you have Golden Fluid Acrylics or Amsterdam paints, or something from Cheap Joe's or Craftsmart, it doesn't really matter. I just go more for the colors that I like than the brand. And you'll notice that I am not wasting the sheet that I am brayering the excess paint on. I am in fact picking up ghost prints on it as I continue to brayer, and sometimes also just using stencils over the brayer sheet. So it's basically a two-for project where you get the first abstract print with your stencils, but then you also get a second one with the brayer sheet as you continue to layer over the brayer sheet colors with stencils. And you can see that I'm also adding some textures while the stencil is on the gel plate, just to kind of layer on some more effects. So you keep doing this over and over and just choose your colors. Sometimes your brayer sheets or your first original sheets will look really mucky and grungy, and it might not look like anything, but if you use a contrast color and use a stencil to block off some of those mucky colors, you can actually get a really stunning effect. So my suggestion would be to keep at it, to keep going and experimenting and answering every what if that comes in your mind, and just playing and having fun and seeing what happens next, because really there is no waste when it comes to doing an art practice like this, and you really cannot go wrong. So I encourage you to just play with your stencils, play with your layers, and once you feel like you have a good enough design, that's when you stop, because you are going to end up cutting these sheets just like I am here. So I took these 6x6 sheets and I cut them up, and you could either leave them as is in rectangles, you could round off the corners, or you could use a punch tag after in a tag form like I'm doing here and just punch out the tag shapes. This particular contraption also helps me make holes and add the little eyelets. So next I just used some thank you stickers. These were gold foiled, so some I just used directly on the tags where the tags were, they had darker colors. I just used the foil sticker directly. For others, I stuck the sticker on white paper and then punched out using my circle punch so that the thank you is very visible. The important thing when handing out these gratitude tags is that the thank you needs to be visible, because it only takes a second or 2 seconds as you're handing them out to people in your community, the grocery clerks, the servers at restaurant, the delivery truck drivers. And if they're not able to in an instant see that you're giving them a thank you tag, they're kind of looking at you like, what is this weird thing? Why are you handing me something? So that would be my suggestion, is to make sure your thank you is really prominent. The last thing I do after I put the ribbons, you can also use string or whatever other kind of adornment you want for your thank you tags. You can add the ribbons, and then you can go in like I am doing with a gold leaf pen and just enhance some of the areas. I'm again making sure that my thank you is very, very visible. That is the focal point. And it's just so easy to create these gratitude tags with a gel plate. It takes minutes, and you have on hand so many thank you tags to hand out to so many people and bring joy into so many lives. So I hope that you play with your gel plate, add some layers, do some fun experiments with your stencils and colors, and hand out gratitude tags to your community members.